everybody, it is time for Ask Active Mum. So last night in our Pregnancy Academy, one of the ladies asked a question. She said, I've heard about abdominal separation and I don't want to get that. She said, but you know, when I'm laying down and I go to sit up, or I go to get up, I'm noticing that I'm, getting a dome in my belly. So yes, great question. And here's what we're telling her. Basically, abdominal separation happens. What's happening here is when we're pregnant, our tummy muscles need to start to separate for the baby to grow. And then ideally after birth, we want them to come back together and knit back together. But if we're doing exercises or any kind of movement or our posture is off, that puts us kind of in this forward posture position, like a crunched position, like a sit-up, then those muscles, those top muscles, those rectus abdominal muscles, that are separated, that we're actually strengthening them in that separated position. So we want to avoid that, because then what happens is that they just don't come back together like they would. We actually damage that abdominal line. So the question that was asked was, how do I get up from laying down to help avoid getting abdominal separation? Now there's lots of other reasons we can get abdominal separation as well. This is just one tip on getting up from laying down. We've also got to think about, lifting weights or lifting things in general. We've got to think about our posture on a day-to-day basis. We've got to think about anything that we're doing that's placing pressure on that abdominal line that's now separating so that that belly can grow. But today we are talking about how to get up from laying down so that we do not place any more pressure on that abdominal line and we can start to avoid abdominal separation. So my little tip is this. Really simply, we are laying down, we're always on our side, or after baby comes, if we're back laying on our back, we want to roll to our side. So we always want to roll to our side and then use our hands to push us up, coming up into standing, yeah? So we don't want to be laying down and just go to sit up, because when we sit up, that actually places pressure on those abdominal muscles. You'll notice that when we go to sit up, we get a dome effect happening. These muscles are having pressure placed on them, and then that makes that abdominal separation worse, alrighty? So let's think about when we are laying down, either after we have baby or while we're pregnant and we're already laying on our side, or even years after birth, if we've still got abdominal separation and we haven't resolved it, then it's super important that we don't do that sitting up action until we can learn to activate the deepest layer of abdominals to back pressure off those top abdominals. So we'd be laying down, we use our hands to push us up, and then we're coming up into standing. And then there's no pressure placed on that abdominal line. I hope that helps today. Little tips, I'll bring you more and more of these so that can really help you to have your best possible pregnancy, to avoid the aches, pains and dysfunction that are generally associated with pregnancy, and then to really be able to bounce back quickly post-birth without having caused damage to your abdominals or your pelvic floor in that process. Alrighty, take care and have a great day.